Hello everyone, we are reading the ABCs of Black History today. Let us march on till the victory is won. A is for anthem, a banner of song that wraps us in hope. Let us know we belong. We lift up our votes, lift them and sing. From stages and street corners, let freedom ring. B is for beautiful. I'm talking about you, your voice, your height, your hair, your hue. B is for brave, for bright, and for bold, for those who stood up even when they were told to step back, stand down, remember their place. B is for brotherhood and believing in grace. C is for community, where we live, laugh, and eat. And for church, where we worship, mourn, sing, and meet. Did you hear Reverend King preach his dream of civil rights, human rights, and powerful theme? D is for dysphoria. Filled from our houses, we were carried away in ships on the foam to Haiti, Cuba, America, Brazil. Our names are different, new, but still. We are connected, then, now, forevermore, to the long ago, far away African shore. E is for explore, to study a place like Matthew Henson in Arctic, more Jemison space. Mae Jemison in space. E is for education, for expanding the mind, like Ruby Bridges, Linda Brown, and Little Rock Nine. The first Black children in all-white schools. They opened the doors and challenged the rules. F is for food, grown and farmed with our hands, worked and tilled and pulled from the land. For fried fish, ham hocks, warm buttermilk bread, and maybe the sharp taste of mustards instead. F is for folklore, by the light of the moon, for family, for freedom, for jumping the broom. G is for go, towards cities we were bound, for the great migration from country to town. From farming the land to the factory floor, we carried the blues on our backs, not much more. H is for Harlem, those big city streets. We walked and we danced to our own jazzy beat. When Lewis and Bessie and Duke own the stage, and Langston and Zara Neale Hurston the page. I is for imagine, event, and innovate, for all the ways we are so creative. That's Alvin Ailey. That's Basquiat. That is Gwendolyn Brooks, Madam C.J. Walker, George Washington Carver, and DJ Cool here. J is for Juneteenth, when we are finally free, or so we hoped in this moment of glee. J is for Jouvert, when the drummers drum from Trinidad, Grenada, and Haiti they come. K is for kin, our fathers and mothers, our ancestors, elders, sisters, and brothers. K is for Kwanzaa, which honors that bond. Ask Harbury Ghani, and we might respond. Unity, self-determination, or believing in our own strength. We have collective work and responsibility, or taking care of our kin. Cooperative economics, or working hard to create new businesses and support other businesses in the community. Purpose, creativity, and faith, which I believe are all words from Kwanzaa. L is for love. L is for love. L is always for love. M is for march, for lifting our feet, taking the movement, the cause of the street. Black Lives Matter. Every breath, every dream, every thought, each idea, each impossible scheme. The might of our message is easy to hear. The drumbeat of hope is louder than fear. N is for newspapers. We started our own to tell our stories and let it be known, and deserved the front page. We deserved to be seen and to also be featured in slick magazines. O is for organize, for getting together to sit in and boycott and make our lives better. Thank you, Fred Hampton. Thank you, Diane Nash, for not being afraid of the possible clash with police and people who shouted and tested. Because of you, we can go where we please. P is for power. It's part of our core. Sometimes it is quiet, sometimes it must roar like a panther. Isn't that right? Huey P, power for people like you and like me, and who do you think has more power than most? President Obama was first to that post, but surely Chisholm, unabashed and unabought, came so much closer than most people thought a black woman could, which goes just to show P is for possible. So glow on, child, glow. Q is for queens. Behold and bow down. Shield your eyes and shine from the crowns. Nefertiti, Yai Usanwa, Queen Nandi, Queen Amina, Toni Morrison, Angela Davis, Ruby Hurley, Michelle Obama, and Loretta Price. R is for rise and reach for the top, relentlessly striving, refusing to stop, like ball players, boxers and gymnasts who fly, sprinters and skaters who zoomed right on by. Old records, old thinking, a sight to behold. They went for the win and grabbed for the gold. S is for scientist, who charted the stars, studied the bees, who took care of our hearts. For Benjamin Benker, Patricia Beth, and for Katherine Johnson's beautiful math. S is for soul, how sweet the sound from the croons of Sam Cooke to the wail of James Brown. Brother Ray, and on the keys, Sister Hart Tharp, dressed in the mink, and Queen Aretha sang, You Better Think. T is for Tungsky, an all-black school where students learn trades and toiled with tools. That's how we will rise, said the boss banker T. But another smart man just didn't agree. W.E.B. Du Bois said, industry's fine, but I think it's better to work on your mind. They had different ideas, but here is what's true. In their own ways, they were thinking of you. U is for the United States. This story is tough. The birth of a nation was deadly for us. We, the people, in the land of the free, no one who was enslaved would agree. U is for unbroken, unshaken, unbound, like Harriet Tubman, who went underground, took back her freedom, and freed hundreds more, some as a spy in the Great Civil War. But when the states were united again, the fight for our freedom and lives didn't end. So U is for unfinished, the American tale. With courage and strength, we will prevail. V is for vote. Do you know what that means? The freedom to pick and choose as you please. The freedom to choose who makes the rules, who has the power, who gets the tools to make their lives matter better. That's why we fight. The freedom to vote is the true civil rights. W is for writers, whose wisdom and words will bring to life worlds where our voices are heard. Rappers and poets and songwriters too, all those who spin from our point of view. X is for Malcolm, Malik El-Shabazz, known also as Red, Malcolm Little, El-Hajj. By any means necessary, he insisted on change. Starting with X, he reclaimed his name. Y is for young, gifted and black, like Lady Lorraine, who never looked back. She wrote of big dreams and rooms so small it's hard to believe they were dreamed in at all. Lorraine and her work moved Nina Simone so much that Nina made work of her own. Young, gifted, and black, a banner of song that wraps us in hope. Let us know we belong. Z is for zenith. The highest, the peak. The top of the mountain King said we would reach. He won't get there with us, but still we march on, rising, rising, like the sun with the dawn. And we have different terms in here as well. This book is perfectly amazing. As a white woman, I find it both educational but also really inspiring. And I think that this is such a great book for all generations to learn from. If I didn't know any of the words or if I misspoke, I am sorry about that. I find that this is a good book that I would like to show a lot of my students one day. And I hope you all learned something today. Have a great day. Goodbye, everyone.